Man. All right, let's ramble.
Bebop.
Here we go. This is the place where I take a timer, set it for 22 minutes, and ramble about art. I was just rambling with my friend the Mighty Lark, so look out for that episode. I'll be tidying it up and putting it on the YouTubes and wherever fine podcasts are heard. But that was cool, and I don't know why I have energy still, but I'm gonna ramble about art. I'm gonna ramble about my week. It felt good this week. I've been working a lot of paper lately, and uh, I'm getting back into my acrylics and spilling paint and making messes, and it feels good. But I think I did. I don't know what it was. I was feeling. I don't know. I think sometimes I just need a change of direction for a little bit. And I think I've talked about it that I, I don't know. I'm drawing a lot more. So, and I still have been doing like little watercolors and that type of thing. But yeah, I've been really in it, and it feels good to be grimy again. Watercolors are so not as messy, but yeah, that such. I guess yeah, the conversation just energized me. We talked a lot about connection in art, and I think having these outlets on social media is such a powerful way to really capitalize on what art is. Art is expression, but it's also dialogue. It's a conversation. And at least that's what it feels like to me. And yeah, it's very funny for a kid who was always told they didn't say much, but which is, yeah, so funny because I grew up with my mom. Well, my dad being the strong silent type, and my mom speaking and speaking and quite the storyteller. And I guess I was just listening and absorbing until at some point I wanted my own narratives. When I look retrospectively at that, and that's very cool. And I think about that when I think about my little ones, and I encourage, I guess more than I had been encouraged. I try to get them to shy away from maybe being the quiet one. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just I don't know. It's fun. It's fun once you express, and it's not something I guess I was necessarily taught. It's something I picked up and developed somehow. But when I think about them and looking for happiness, I think expression in whatever form is a path to happiness. So I want that for them, not necessarily to be artists. Of course, I give them art, but I also give them a lot of other things. And if I see an interest, I feed it as best I can. Because I guess, yeah, not to, I don't know. It's not like I look back at my youth and disparage it. Great things, great things in my childhood, but I don't think I don't think there can be enough nurturing and encouragement. I think that leads to nothing but good. And it goes back to the connection thing with an audience. It's sharing and exchanging, and that is what makes, I don't know, me get up and do it more. So, and I'm loving these conversations with other artists because it's very much that. And then I see them. It's funny, most of the artists that I know these days don't live around me, but I love that because I don't love the distance, but I love that when I reflect on this stage of my career and connecting very closely with the artists that exist on my creative frequency, which is funny to think about. There's different frequencies of artists, but or maybe just in general, people. I think that's what that connection thing is. Or I don't know. Sometimes it's even connecting. Like you can see someone and you connect with a part, even though maybe you are radically different from that person. That's something I found. I went through a leadership program through the Chamber of Commerce here locally. And I think one of my favorite moments was it was like a discussion day. And so next to me, I think the guy worked for the city, and I don't remember what department. It was like maybe parks. And he said that he had seen me speak to City Hall. At that time, I was doing some nonprofit work, and seen me very passionately speak about art and what it can do for a community. And he said, I don't know if I believe it. And I loved that. I loved that he shared that because, and that was what was cool about that leadership experience, is that I was especially largely different than most of the people in there. But we were all there united on causes, and there were, for as much difference as there was always something. And I think that's what's key about expression, is that the more you are comfortable sharing, the more of those connections that come back, and I would argue make you a better person. Not to mention artist, yeah, but I don't know. When I reflect on this occupation and this career and what it means, and I don't reflect on what it means so much because that's, I don't know, that doesn't matter to me. What does it mean? It's just, it's what I do. It's what makes me happy. It's what I lean into. But what does it mean for me to share it? Is it that's another frequency. And that's one I try to get better at every day. I want, when I share, I am thinking about an audience in that respect. The creation part is just, that's just what it is. You know, what I wake up and what I decide I'm going to make is just, I almost feel like it's not me. It's it's something happens and I make stuff. But the sharing part is equally as cool. And seeing what comes back from that, just it invigorates me every time. So I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that is what the voices are saying today. I'm suddenly thinking of I can't. It bugs me. I can't remember his name, but I want to say it's Frank Anka, Paul Anka's brother. He uh, he channels an alien, and there's video on this and that whole channeling thing. When I talk about being in the studio and it's like something else is moving me, I think I've thought about that a lot lately. What if something's channeling through me? Maybe it is. It feels like me, but I don't know. I'll have to explore that more. Maybe that's why occasionally I'll start painting portraits of Bob Lazar, and that's generally why I'm trying to figure out why I feel so alien sometimes. Man, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably dip. It's early, really. It's only 1:30 a.m. Oh, I've still got time to sling some paint. I think that conversation with Mighty Lark would have gone on much longer because, oh man, he was awesome. And yeah, it's awesome to, because like I said, a lot of the artists that I like and follow and admire are, they're online. And so when that person actually talks back and it's not an emoji or, you know, it's very cool. So, so yeah, I say bring it. And I was thinking, I don't really have a format for soliciting guests. he, I think Mighty Lark commented on something I put out, and then I was like, oh yeah, come on and talk with me. That'd be cool. I gotta figure out my mic situation because we had some audio issues. So I think I figure that out. I'm thinking, I don't know, my ideas for this format are expanding. My friend brought me a monitor, so I think I can maybe see the comments a little more. Like this thing has a comment thing, but I think only the ones on Twitch show up. So if somebody's commenting, like I can see the comments sometimes. Like I see them on Facebook, but I can't respond. Let me see. Yeah. I'm trying it. Like this whole thing, sometimes I'll have another device trying to look at the live stream I'm doing, and it feels like that scene from Spaceballs where they're recording, they've recorded everything, so they're going through the recording, and then they get to the point where it's present time. And it's like, well, this is now. And I love that because it makes me think of Spaceballs. which I really should do more art of, since they couldn't license any. I've I've painted a few barfs and a few yogurts in the past, but I think Dark Helmet. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. It's just a must know. But yeah, yeah, I've got a lot of cool ideas. I've been doing. I'm still doing the Office Space series. I love the Lumberg. So this a very important question. I'm still researching it. I was looking at it before I live streamed. My friend actually came over and we were talking about it. And so the O face guy, his name is Drew, but I could only find a first name. Like Milton Wadhams had a last name. Of course, Michael Bolton. But Drew, I only see listed as Drew. Surely some fandom site has made a name for Drew. So we'll see. But I think he's next. I can see him on that series of cards. It's still amazing to me that, because my friend that came over is the one who suggested a Police Academy series, and of course, to me, that's a series that I would have in my collection because I'm like, no, these are not going to fly off, you know, into somebody needs Police Academies paintings. But then I got an order in, and they took everybody but Kim Cattrall and Callahan. I think I've said this before, that it made me so happy. I felt so. If you ask me what success is, that's success. When, to me, that's a form of success. When I can do something that I did just to amuse myself and my friend, and somebody else gets it, that's a beautiful moment. But that's largely it. I love humor, so so even if I guess it's niche, but it's not exclusionary, because somebody got it out there, and that's a really cool thing about art. That goes back to those frequencies that, I don't know, trying to tap into all of those. It's a fun, fulfilling game that I don't see ever getting tired of. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'm still, you know, still fooling around with the live stream thing. I should stop that. It's distracting. I don't know, but yeah, I'm hoping that he brought me a monitor. I'm hoping to monitor. That was the point of bringing that up. This is a ramble, by the way. Um, cohesiveness may or may not be here, but yeah, I want to be able to see some of the other, where the other lives are, and maybe I can see comments there, because I can't currently, and that bothers me. Maybe I got the wrong. I like the way this looks, but maybe I need, or I would like another. See, and I said I was going to stop, but I'm still fidgeting around. Oh wait, I see one there. Nice. That's the. Let's see. Oh no, I don't. Let's see. I'm trying to. This is very exciting. Watching watching and or listening to someone try to figure out how to watch the live stream as they're live streaming. Let me see. I'm gonna go to. It's handy that I made. It was during COVID. I made, I think, 5 different Instagrams. They may be more than that. And it may have started before COVID, but it was just going back to the frequency thing. Like I did I still have El Santos baseball. That's my most popular. But then El Santos wrestling, just trying to hit different frequencies of interest. I had El Santos cameras because I was painting a lot of cameras for a little while. I should make El Santos toilets. My friend Mighty Lark was talking about the toilets, and I don't know. I'm gonna sketch a toilet as we ramble here, and I don't know. Maybe they should come back. It's about time. I don't really have a narrative for them right now, but I mean, stuff's not crappy because that's where the series came from. But I don't know. I think toilets are important. So that is my message. Toilets are important. It's what I would. I don't know. I think that's powerful. All right. Post Ramble. I don't think I have very much. I think that ended pretty superbly. But what I might do is I have been doing the nightly musings, and last night I didn't get to do either. Because I usually record this, what would have been last night, but now I'm doing it. So I'll sign out of here. I will roll into a musing. All right, so yeah, I'll see you next time.
Bebop.
There we go. All right, so now we're going to roll into the musing. Let's muse.
Bebop.
Musing. Today is about Candyland. I played this with my kids today. Or it was the day before. I'm thinking like, this is what I was going to talk about last night, but I couldn't because it was like 3 a.m. and the internet was out. But my point being, Candyland, I played it with my kids, and one of them was so close to the candy castle. I never realized how brutal this game is because you can be so close to the candy castle, and if you pull the wrong card and it's an ice cream bar that it's at the very beginning, all of that progress is lost. And they're little, and she had a little cry about it, and so I comforted her, of course, and I said, it's okay to cry, because losing, it does suck. Nobody likes losing, but it's part of things. And like any one of us, and we've played the game before. You've seen us be set back, and it does suck. But I think it's good preparation for life, especially in an art career, because things can be up, and then quickly you're back at the beginning of Candyland. So, yeah, enjoy it all. That's something I've learned. With that, I will see you next time.
Bebop.
Bye.